Hello. I'm gonna say that yes, I did do that thing today, even though it's not one of the usual things that I go for. So here's what happened. I got up in the morning. I went to work. I worked. I came back home, and then I just kind of oh, I chilled for a minute. Gained my bearings after work day, whatnot else, and then we'll see yesterday when we played D&D. At the end of our session, our characters leveled up, and there's a certain amount of like upgrading, note taking that can be involved with leveling up your character. And I didn't do it last night because I just needed to get home and get to bed, and so I did it tonight. I went and upgraded my character, gave him his level up, and that took a while because there were some other things that I needed to kind of note down, because there's a spell that uh, has a lot of freedom to it. I use the spell. It's called Polymorph. Basically, you can use this spell on another person and turn that person, whether it's a friend or an enemy, into some other creature. Now, I like to use it on allies to turn them into creatures that have like a ton of health, do a crazy amount of damage, that sort of thing. Because when enemies attack the polymorphed person and their health drops to 0, then they just go back to what health they had before they transform. So it's like, a huge health buff, and you become this great big monster thing or whatever. You get the monster's attacks and everything else like that, and that's really cool. I like doing that with polymorph. But in order to do that, you got to know the monsters. You got to know like their stats and stuff like that. So I went through polymorph and looked at like different creatures I might make my allies, or my character might cast a spell on my allies, so that it could help us in a fight or other situations, perhaps. After all, there are some monsters with like healing abilities and such, so that would be neat. Aside from that, mostly it was like looking through spells, trying to decide what spells to give my wizard. But yeah, that's kind of how it went. There was it did take a while, like a few to several hours of that, and then after that, I got on Minecraft and I started playing Minecraft. Went through a hardcore world. Uh, where I'm just, I started a hardcore world, and I'm kind of just trying to get the stuff to beat the Ender Dragon. That's basically it. So that'll be fun, I guess. Haven't done yet anyway. And I've got blaze rods and everything like that. I'm just trying to find ender pearls. And the method I'm using to find ender pearls is trying to trade with a cleric villager to get ender pearls. But I haven't had much luck on that front. Now, that's been my day. Tomorrow's going to be a bit less full, seeing as I have a night shift, and that means I'm probably going to sleep through most of the day, have a chill wake up, and might be able to get something done before I go to work. And then after work, I might do something else. I don't know. The way things are going, I might start making other character sheets, because just kind of, more D&D characters to set their stats up so that I can decide, just Because in D&D, your character isn't always guaranteed to stay in the campaign. Your character might die, and you might have to get a new character. So if you have a few backup prepared, I've been thinking about doing that a lot in the past, and I'm feeling like it lately. So I might be doing that before and or after work tomorrow. Uh, Aside from that, potential writing or drawing sort of stuff. But that's it tomorrow. So here's the dog. He's at a siren, all curled up. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to take him for a walk before I go to bed. Obviously he's chill to rest and he wasn't really begging to get out or anything, but last time I stayed up late and slept in late, he couldn't hold it before I got him outside and I had to clean up a little mess. So I'm debating on whether or not I should go out tonight because I'm pretty tired and I don't really want to have to walk him again until morning. But who knows? Who knows what I'll decide. Either way, adorable as always. And that's everything. So thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share my videos, share my channel with other people. Help me expand. To other viewers, I'd appreciate it. And good night.